Hey y'all, welcome to problem 1 of the Unit 6 test corrections. If we read the problem here, it says here is the beginning of a list of multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and so on. We want to select all of the statements that are true about this list. So as we look at these statements, we want to consider this list and beyond. So not just what is shown here, but every multiple of 3. So as we read the first statement, A says, the terms in the list switch between even and odd. Now, even numbers, remember, are your multiples of 2. Anything that ends in a 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and so on. Your odd numbers are everything else. So if you look here, 3 is not an even number, it's an odd number because it is not that 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0. So 3 is even, 6, 2, 4, 6, 6 is odd. I'm saying those completely wrong. 3 is odd, 6 is even. So let's just write this out. Odd, even. 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0, that's not 9. Odd, 2. Look, it ends in a 2. So it is even. Ends in a 5. 2, 4, 6. Nope, that's odd. 2, 4, 6, 8. 18 ends in an 8, so that's even. As we continue through this, we would get the same thing. 21 is odd. 24 is even. 27 is odd. 30 is even. That tells me that A is true, that the terms switch between even and odd. The 10th term in the list is 30. Now, there's a couple of different ways we can look at that. We could go, that's the first term, that's the second term, that's the third term, and continue listing them. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th would be 21. 8th would be 24. 9th would be 27, and the 10th would be 30. So we can continue listing them to see that the 10th term in the list is 30. That's going to get a little more difficult when we get to part D, so let's just think about that simpler. I'm doing multiples of 3, and I want to know what the 10th place in it is. 3 multiplied 10 is 30. So that also tells us that that is true. There are no multiples of 7 on the list. Now remember, we're not just looking at the 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, because that would be no. There's no multiples of 7 there. But and beyond, that's what that ... is. And the next one in there would be 7. Keep in mind that we can always do 3 multiply whatever that number is. So 3 multiply 7 is 21. We also see the 7th number in the list there is 21. So there are multiples of 7, which tells us that this is false because it says there are no multiples of 7. Make sure you're looking for those negatives. There are no multiples of 7. That is false. The 100th term in the list is 300. And this is why I showed the multiplication there, because I really don't want to list out another 90 terms for this list. So we're just going to think about multiples of 3, and I want to know what the 100th term is. Well, 3 multiply 1 is 3, and Daddy 100 throws 2 rings. 3 multiply 3 is 300. That is true. The next multiple of 5 in the list is 60. Now remember, your multiples of 5 are numbers that end in 5 or 0. So 5, 10, 15, 20. You have the first multiple of 5 right there was 15. The next number to end in a 0, you'll notice, is 30. So 5 will be on, or 60 will be on this list. However, it is not the next multiple of 5. So that is not true. Make sure you think about all of this. You're copying down, you're writing everything that I wrote as part of your test correction, and that is problem 1.